Okay, so been a while again since I made a video lesson. Um, but we got a couple good plays today. Um, my main play was on OPAD. I had a couple of trades on it. Let's go into daily chart first of all. We got an all-time high breakout over 16. It is a bigger company. Float is not that high, considering the volume it was doing. So to me, as long as this failed to break down and was above VWAP, it was a potential play. I traded it as an open price reclaim right here. I got a little early in 1671. Um, and then I went through this whole spike, came back, failed to add on this um, confirmation, but here, as it was holding trend and made a higher low, I got a little bit more, but not a whole ton, which I should have done. And I went through this choppiness here and sold at 20 right before it tanked, and I ignored it, and then it came back, and at this point here it completely failed to break VWAP. We got a little bit of a perk in volume, so I thought it was failing to break down, and that if we break the mid 19s, it can get to 21 high, and after that it could possibly get 24, 25. That did not happen, but we did get a solid squeeze from 19 to 22, 22 and a half. So main reason I was really pumped about this play is because right out of my watch list, I got it posted here. It reminds me of IRNT, which was a great play yesterday and overnight. And I captured a good part of it. As we can see here, bigger company. This one does have a bigger float, but it was doing insane volume. Not insane, but it rotated it. Insane compared to what it was breaking over. So this break over 30, the volume just completely outdid it. So I was looking for a potential breakout play, and we got a solid play. So we got this. Let's see here. I got a play in the morning on this. I know I should have made it yesterday, but I captured this quick move to 32. Then it failed to break down VWAP again, and I got back in, sized up all into this perk here, and as it was breaking 30, and then just went for a ride. Sold some, let's see here, 1 second, let me think. Sold some at 37, sold some at 40, and then the rest I sold at 54 this morning on the gap up. So that was a pretty nice play. And this one offered a little reclaim of open price, but not a total 10%, and I didn't capture the whole thing, so that kind of sucked. But this was also similar pattern, as you can see. So I thought I might do a similar after hours move, or at least gap up. We might still get a gap up. I don't know. It's still holding up decently. We might get a rip. But if this fails to break down, it's certainly going to be a potential Friday short squeeze tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Same thing with IRNT. Right now, this is still kind of just going sideways. Hasn't totally broken down. We'll see what happens tomorrow, but I'm really interested in a 48 break or 47. I think that will be a key level to trigger a move to 60, maybe even higher. But we'll see with that. Another decent play today was, let's see, oh no, this was yesterday. This was a crazy mover yesterday. Over the pre-market highs, held trend, held VWAP, volume kept coming in, and shorts just failed to bring it down. Bunch got squeezed out again, and then we got this whole reversal here. So this is going to actually be a potential multi-day bounce tomorrow. I do like how it's a low float. Got a lot of shorts, at least in from today too, not some from yesterday for sure. What was the one I was going to go over? Oh, it was LPTX. That's actually what it was. This was a decent multi-day bounce. Just did not spike as much as I wanted, so I totally ignored this one. But it was a nice choppy move. Still gave you decent percentage gain. But LPTX, this was another open price reclaim. This is all great. I love all this price action here. 240 is the open price. This high or low confirming the open price play and VWAP was just perfect. And it was doing insane volume, rotated the float. But as we can see with the history, doesn't have the greatest history of spiking, going parabolic. We had a couple spikes here, but nothing significant, and we do have some resistance above around 280. So I thought this was going to be a very tight trade. I didn't think it was going to be this slow of a mover, but it didn't give me the range that I really wanted. Even though it did offer a decent 10%, even more. But yeah, this is still another good play. Open price reclaim. You get the failure in the morning, fails to break down. And not a complete failure, even though this does look pretty bad right here from 250. But where does it get to? 224. It's only down 10% on the day. So triggers SSR. Pretty sure that's what it is. So it's harder to short because that means you got to short into an uptick. So shorts are getting in here probably, and it just fails to break down. Volume was not. You see it. I want to say it's not a lot, but look at this. We got 1 million in a minute here. It was just too choppy for me. We can just see based off the history, doesn't have a great ability to move quick or far. So yeah, don't regret ignoring it, but this is definitely something to track, to keep an eye on and learn from. Why this one didn't move. In this case, I think there's other better movers on top of the personality of this stock. So yeah, those two combined didn't offer the greatest move. So that's kind of it for today. We got a couple good plays setting up for tomorrow. EFTR. I'm still looking for a potential multi-day bounce. Didn't really get anything great here. They would just gap up and fail all day. That's all these 3 days were here. Except for this first day. But these 2 red days, gap up and failure. So never really got a good multi-day bounce. So yeah, I'm still keeping that on my radar. Same thing with IRNT. This thing still holding up. Beautiful chart. Beautiful breakout. So yeah, if this fails to break down, it could be a solid red to green move maybe. But I'm probably going to play it safe and go for a previous high at daybreak. But we'll see how it sets up in the morning. And definitely going to keep an eye on INDP for a multi-day bounce. This one had a beautiful day yesterday. What else? Opad. If this fails to break down, it's going to be a real nice red to green move or previous high at daybreak. Yeah, so a few potential plays tomorrow setting up. We'll see whatever gappers we get tomorrow. Bros was another slow mover, all-time high break here, just recent IPO. So yeah, there's that. but much slower mover. I was considering a 48 break here. Doesn't even give you 10%. It is holding up. We'll see what happens, but this price action is not that great. It's very slow. So yeah, it is what it is. We got other plays to focus on, and right now it just seems like anything that's failing to break down that has captured shorts, so it's up obviously a bit. Trap shorts, if it fails to break down, starts having an uptrend, keeps holding that trend, fails to break VWAP, and volume keeps coming in. It's looking good. We're not necessarily getting any low floats, but there's so much volume that it's really not much to worry about because the demand is there. So yeah, that's it for today. Gotta get back to doing these. Apron, that's another play. That's going to be a potential break over multi-day break here over 570. So yeah, we'll see what we get tomorrow, and I'll make another video lesson. So that's it for today.